you gotta understand that for the most part, the fire, somebody was like, heat. This is what the man said. He was like, heat. That's the worst thing ever, really. That's the enemy. But I was like, what? That's my best friend, girl, because you gotta understand, I'm the kind of person, I hate being cold, girl. I don't like being cold at all. And that's how I got the covers. But what I was saying that for was to offer this idea that heat is a physics aspect, really. They talk about heat and physics. Physics will really try to help people. You get me? And so what I was saying about that was this. You know that it's something that we all have in common, really, that we should understand. This is what's bringing us into this life. I want to say it's circles, the spiraling of objects, basically. So if you start to see our universe, you see how it is functioning. It's functioning in a way where everything moves around the sun. So with that being said, we look at the sun sometimes and we see this circular object. And so we don't know really too much of what it is, but it's only one side. Really, sometimes to some people. You get me? Because it only comes out in the daytime. It's never out in the night. That's a simple way to say it. But what I was saying that for was to say that the sun, it ended up being similar to who we is, girl. Because you gotta understand that we have circular eyes. And that in these Hinduism religions or books that I was reading, it was saying that the sun is God's eye. So you understand where I'm coming from? So now some people don't understand. They like, well, how can that be a person? Can it's all of us, really, girl? Some people don't understand, but what I'm saying is that for it to be something that's sending off electrical currents, that's just as well as it was, before. You get me? And so sometimes people didn't understand that, but understand that this earth took place at a certain time when it was time for its birth, or whatever. You get what I'm trying to say with that. But what I was saying about that was that you can see that somebody ended up being able to access this lifestyle through their lifestyle, and so many people ended up. I hate that this person ended up turning like this because I'm like, I don't know why this person is so bitter about life. Because some people be so bitter to me, girl, and that they sit up there and talk about Chris all day long, but they saying I got a life in that. I'm like, okay, well then guess what that means? That I can treat myself just as poorly, and that maybe even worse, and still have a motherfucking life for it. And that's what some people get jealous of because you gotta understand if you out here to fight for something, you better be fighting for a life. If it was somebody that I had killed or something, then that's when it's okay for you to be like, okay, well, you get me. But these people running into their deathbed by themselves, girl. And so some people don't understand. But at the end of the day, I would not look at anybody like Chris in the first place, either myself. So you get me. Sometimes, with that being said, I feel like it's gonna have the same kind of ending as before. And so sometimes y'all probably still stuck in those mindsets of the first lifestyle. And to see somebody still go after what they always wanted, girl, that ended up hurting a lot of people's feelings because they think that, okay, well, he gonna end up setting our life up so that we get killed again. If some people understand what I'm doing to these people, because I feel like some people really kind of do have me fucked up because you don't understand what the Bible telling you. You don't understand if it's true. You don't understand that right now at the moment. Look how I feel, girl. That you really don't have the energy to be like, let me live life like Chris. But Chris got the energy off nothing. So if you're not establishing certain energy, how is it gonna be that you need to establish energy when it's something worse that happened to Chris? You get me? I tried to commit suicide, girl. These people scared as fuck and don't want to really follow through with it. So that's what I'm saying. That girl, go ahead and do it sometimes because you'll understand it's a beautiful experience. You get to learn more about yourself, and you get to learn a little bit more about God, girl. But I'm starting to think this is what ended up happening to me. So let's say, for instance, that I had a father, and that my father was really my step sister's father. What I was gonna say is that he probably would have had a son, basically, if it was that he was with my mom. But you know that I wouldn't experience the life, because that's not who my father is. But what I was saying that for was that this Judas character, because they starting to come to me about stuff. You don't think that that would have been him, girl? You understand what I'm saying? And so it's so fucked up for me to think like that. But understand, sometimes he only had one child with our mom in the first place, girl. But imagine how many times they